usually enough for people to know where it comes. So triple D, description, direction, distance. Okay, so you've come under fire, someone has called out where you see a target, now you have to engage it. The process we're talking now about is called bounding. You probably have heard of that, or if not, now you hear it. Bounding means that you as a squad or as a team with 2 squads are able to bridge the distance towards the enemies in a methodical way. Bridge the distance. The method behind it is that you have one part of your team, for example, a squad, or a fire team, depends on the group size or the level we're doing this. But for now, let's talk about one squad, so 4 people. And bounding means that one fire team is protecting the movement of the second fire team. So Alpha 1 and 2 are protecting Alpha 3 and 4. The protection is not with your buddies in front of them, it's by putting pressure on the enemy. And that means suppressing fire or cover fire. And I don't want you to just go full auto and just empty your mags over to in the general direction of the enemy. Be precise. Okay, so dial down to single shot if you can. The standard keybind for that is B, I think, to change your fire mode. And that will give you... Is that a cutter over there?
Affirm. Oh, yeah.
Is that Draught or is that JJ?
JJ's here. He's on site with Alpha.
Ah, perfect.
We have 2 contacts on the ground.
Yeah, have you set your spawn in the carrick yet?
Oh, no, sir.
I recommend you do so while we speak. Okay, so one fire team lays down cover fire, and that gives, because if you pose a big enough of a threat, the enemy will have to go into cover and can't just stand there in the open and just do good shooting at your teammates. So fire team 1 starts to shoot at the enemy that was called out. Okay, single shot every few seconds, precise, give him pressure. In the meantime, fire team 2, Alpha 3 and 4 advance. They choose something that gives them cover. Best would be a rock formation or a ground vehicle or whatever gives you cover, and you run there as fast as you can. So, for an example, please all watch at me. If we are over here and the enemy is in the direction I'm shooting now. Okay, not towards the mountain, like over this small rock right in front of me. If we have, that is our direction, I want to move. I can choose to just move to here and take a low visibility, like a position that gives low visibility, and start giving cover fire. That doesn't make much sense at all. So of course, I run as quickly as I can to a position that gives me actual cover from an enemy. And then I'm able to shoot back at the enemy, and the next part, the other fire team can advance. Am I making myself clear about what bounding is?
Affirm.
Okay. So, one more thing about the movement is you're doing alternate turns. So, fire team 1 lays cover fire, fire team 2 advances. Then, once fire team 2 arrives in a safe position, starts laying down cover fire, fire team 1 moves. But they don't just, join fire team 2 at their position. They have to advance, because that's the only way you're actually going to make distance in a short amount of time. Okay? So, when every time you move, you have to keep in your mind that the other fire team has to move double the distance almost, or to the next cover that is behind them. So don't don't run 200 meters and then, okay, now I'm set, I can give you cover fire, and the other fire team has to make double the distance or something. So make a good decision about that. The other thing is that a lot of you are doing right already is every time we are in an area of operation, obviously right now we're in training and we won't get shot at, but I want you to take a position that is the less visible, like the most concealed possible. And that means be close to the ground. Lying down is actually a pain in the ass on like different terrains, so crouching is perfectly fine. Okay, so if you bound and you have to move towards cover, I want you to repeat in your head every time you run. I'm up. They can see me. Okay? Once you arrive at cover, I'm down. I'm protected. Okay? Every time you move, I'm up. They can see me. I'm down. I'm protected. Okay? Because a standing running target is like, apart from like sniping, but just with an assault rifle, is like the easiest you can spot someone and shoot at them. Okay, I want you to practice this now. First, we go with Alpha over here. I want you to bound in the direction I just used, just not the rock right in front of us here, but the rock behind that on the left. I'm going to shoot at it right now. Do you see what I mean? I'm going to run there.
Shots.
Yeah, for whatever reason they didn't show. This direction I'm running towards, okay? So like
Copy.
4 or 5 turns maybe, just so you arrive at that position. Alpha lead, you cue you people in.
Copy. Alpha, prepare to bound. Fire Team 1 will move to the rock, 12 o'clock. Fire Team 2, once we establish cover fire, call out your bound. Copy?
Copy.
Copy.
Roger.
Alright, prepare to move. Fire Team 1, let's move. On you, Duffy.
Moving.
JJ, hold back your Fire Team 2, brother. You're number 4. You want us to simulate cover fire? Goma?
No, just point there.
Copy.
Don't have to shoot.
Fire Team 1, laying down cover fire.
Okay, you guys have to move now. Vega and GJ, move.
Do we need to pass you? No.
Yes, you guys are going to want to bound to the right. So if we're laying down cover fire in this lane, you guys would go around the other side. But yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I think that's enough for now. Okay, 2 things. It's extremely difficult to know when you have to move, right? Because obviously you see them, but they might desync around, or they might have issues with their weapons or whatever, and they're not actually ready to provide you with fire. Okay, please go back to your positions. You have to use communications, and I didn't tell you them, but Shadow, you intuitively said how to call it out. So every time you have to move, it's only 2 callouts you have to do. One is moving, and the other one set. That is everything you need, and with that you will make clear what you're doing right now. So, like Shadow instructed, Fire Team 1 moves. That means, as Duffy, you start to move and say, Alpha 1 moving. Shadow says, Alpha 2 moving. You're on your way. Once you arrive in the position, you say, Alpha 1 set, Alpha 2 set. And because you know in a squad of 4 people, and you only have 2 fire teams with each 2 people, the other team that stood behind and covered you knows you're set, and they can start to move. Am I making myself clear?
Yes.
Roger.
Yes.
Okay.
JJ, to Coma, a question?
Yes, please.
So I guess I saw where they went to, and I heard him say he wanted us to go to the rock in front of him, but I guess how would we know where the second location is we're supposed to go to?
That is, I mean, depends on how specifically your squad lead asks that out, but usually it's just, you have to find that out yourself, because squad lead might not be able to foresee the terrain behind certain cover. So once you move and get to that position, you have to find a cover that is appropriate that you go to. Just just keep in mind that the other team has to make another jump further than you did. So keep that in mind when you move. And the other thing is that you all did. Fire Team 1, you had a position and were able to give back fire. And Fire Team 2, you crossed their muzzle and joined them. So always be parallel to each other. Don't run in front of run in front of your other team that is trying to cover you right now, because you'll just get shot in the back.
Roger.
Okay? Okay, for now, Bravo, you had time to listen and watch. I want you to bound, but in a different direction. I want you to bound to the rear right landing gear of the Carrack, please. Phase, give the info for your team.
Alright. Scoob, you are Bravo 1. Meta, Bravo 3. Jax, Bravo 4. Bravo 2. So Scoob, you are with me. And Meta, you are lead Fire Team 2. Alright. So, the rear... So, when you said rear right, are we going, like, actual, like, starboard side, then? Of the ship?
Yeah, the one that is right on your 12 o'clock, exactly.
Okay, perfect.
There is no cover, so you have to make stops in between.
Alright, well then. Okay, so... Scoob, you and I, we're gonna go ahead. Front landing gear first. And then once we are set, we're gonna let Fire Team 2 know. Alright. Fire Team 1, move.
Call your
Bravo
name.
1 moving.
Exactly.
Stay set.
Fire
Bravo
team.
1 set.
Yep. Fire team 2, hold position. Stay spaced out. Fire team 2, move.
Copy.
Fire team 2, set.
Fire team 2 set.
Bravo 4
Fire
set.
Team 1, move to rear landing gear. Stays moving.
Confirm.
Scoob moving.
Stay set.
Scoob set.
Fire team 2, moving. Fire team 2, set.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, please come back. First of all, good range of distance and stuff. That was nice. Think of your call sign every time when you move. Don't say your name, please, because now you know the number and your squad letter that you have. So call out that when you move, you say Bravo 1 moving, Bravo 2 moving. Second, the distance was good, obviously, and you took cover close to the Carrack. That was nice because it protects you. But Fire Team 2 joined you at that position. Because of this range at the location I just chose, Fire Team 2 had to push directly to the rear landing gear if you go the distance over to if the first fire team goes to the front landing. I mean, if you go on to here, you see me, the double distance is over there at the other landing gear. So don't join each other, try to make some distance and bridge each other. Okay? Okay, how do you feel about it? You are ready to go into battle with this?
Yes, sure.
Good.
It will take some practice.
Yeah, I mean, it feels very static, right? But as soon as you're in combat, that goes way more fluently. And if you get to do it, it's more about the idea how to move. One team covers, one moves, and vice versa. It's not exact that distance you have to make, exact doubling that. So it's more of how to adapt that to a real scenario with real like rocks and enemies that engage you. Okay. If you're ready to go, I'm going to tell Op4 that we're good to go. Let me just check where if I can see them already. But I assume you just have to walk towards the direction of the Pisces, and the cutter in the distance. Okay, so you stay on the plateau, but you move towards the mountain where the ships are. You see them, everybody?
Yes.
The Pisces
Okay.
behind the Carrack, or is there another? Because you mentioned a cutter I don't see.
There's a blue.
If
If
you-
you look
if-
at Shadow's direction, there's a blue Pisces and a cutter on that mountain.
Exactly. If
The
you
foot of the
follow the line of the Carrack, slightly to the right, there are two ships in the distance where the mountain begins to rise. A yellow cutter and a blue Pisces. Everybody sees them, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't see him. I'm just following you guys.
Look at where
This
the
one-
nose of the Carrack is pointing,
Yeah, they're approximately 500 meters.
in the direction that the nose of the Carrack is pointing.
I saw them hiding over here in some of the rocks over here earlier. I was watching them all climb out, and
Yeah, I see two of them at the moment.
Yeah, I see one. Metamore sees one.
Oh, they're down here on the mountain. Okay.
Yeah. If Pisces is 12 o'clock,
Copy.
I'd say we got some people in the Trinity of Rocks that's about 2 o'clock from that.
Yeah.
There's a black rock and a white rock and a little black rock in the middle. I just saw
Yep.
some movement.
yeah, there's
Copy.
two of them
Hey,
over there.
guys. We're almost ready to go. Everybody, please follow me a bit over to the side here. We start slightly back. Just follow me, and then assume positions in your squad. In your squads. Okay. Before we start the engagement, okay, group up in your squads and face the enemy. Before we start, there are two major rules that apply every time that we do group stuff in Skunworks. And that is, first, never double tap an enemy, okay? So incapacitation is fine, but you don't kill them and let them respawn in the Carrack and maybe their gear is lost or something, okay? So have respect for each other. We're one group, we're one org, one team, even though we come from different task forces and stuff. We are one group and we are friends here. The second is, at one point you will get a message that is about criminal charges. Okay, so homicide, aggravated assault, whatever. You don't press anything. You don't decline nor accept, because even if you decline, sometimes it still presses a charge. Okay? Just in-cap all the enemies, no double tap, and don't press charges. Everyone clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Copy. Yes, sir.
JJ to group with a
Copy.
question.
Copy.
Yeah.
So I thought when you didn't press anything, it automatically pressed charges. That's been my experience with friends.
Negative.
That's I haven't made that experience, but I mean, Star Citizen is weird sometimes. But in general, if you don't press anything, no charges are being pressed. So please just don't press the accept or decline button.
Copy.
Copy to
Okay.
JJ. I think you're out of position, JJ.
Vega, I would
Oh.
probably get behind cover a little bit. We can proceed around this mountain to my 12 o'clock to the left. Your lead.
Okay.
Number one.
For now, usually I would like coordinate the squads, but as I'm watching you and you have to do it yourself, Alpha 2, so squad lead for Alpha, is taking control over Bravo as well. Okay, so FaZe, you control your team in itself, but like the general direction and how to approach, that is coordinated by Shadow as well. Copy?
Copy.
Copy.
Okay, then guys, everybody knows the direction. Give him hell, guys. Let's go, go, go.
Copy. Bravo, Alpha, if you guys want to flank towards the right of this rock, major rock formation to our 12 o'clock, Alpha will swing to the left. How copy?
Bravo 2 copy.
Veda, if you want to move up to this rock, and we'll proceed off to the left.
I'm just going up here on the rock to have a better view on everybody. Don't shoot me.
Scoob.
Fire team 2. Moving.
Look.
Exactly.
open,
Don't be
remember your
shy.
triple
Call
Ds.
it out.
Bravo 1 set.
Bravo 2 set.
Bravo
set.
4 set.
All right. Vega, hold at that rock formation. We'll bound from there. Fire team 2 on me. Hold here.
Holding. Alpha 3 holding.
Alpha 2
Alright.
moving to Vega.
Fire team 1.
Alpha.
Let's go ahead and head
Alpha
to the
1
rock.
holding.
12 o'clock.
Okay.
Bravo 2 bound.
Bravo 1 run.
Fire team 2 moving. Bravo, fire team 2 set.
Damn it! What
Fire
the
team
fuck
Alpha,
are you
fire
doing?
team 1 set.
Motherfucking lay down,
Alpha
you
3,
fool.
Bravo 2
Fuck.
set. Fire team 2 moving.
Bravo, Bravo, fire team 2 moving.
AJ, we're gonna move to the right here. Alpha 4 on me. Bravo 3, there's a rock right above us. Why don't you go past us up to there. Alpha
JJ,
3
move up
set.
to you. Move
Bravo,
up to
Bravo
3.
4 set.
fire team 2 set.
Fire team 2 set.
Alpha 4, move up to Alpha 3.
Copy.
Quickly, please.
Alright. Fire team
Call
1.
your set.
Move to 2 o'clock rock.
Copy.
Fire team 2. Bravo, set. Move.
Fire team 1. Bravo set.
T2 set.
Alpha fire team 1, prepare to move. Move.
Bravo
Very
team
nice.
2 moving. Bravo team 2 set.
Copy. Let's see. Fire team 1. Bravo. Rock 2 o'clock.
Alpha 1
Oh.
set.
Alpha fire team 1 set.
Alpha team Bravo 2.
1
Prepare to move.
Bravo 1
Move.
Bravo team 2 moving.
Alpha 3 moving.
Bravo team 2 set.
Copy.
Remember to keep your eyes open, guys. We should be getting some contact soon.
Confirm.
Heard. Copy.
Contact, 12 o'clock, range 400 meters. 1 personnel, just right of the cutter, roughly 100 yards to the right. How copy? Behind a rock.
Heard. Alpha 3 heard. Alpha 3
Bravo.
set. Bravo 2 heard.
Bravo 1.
Alright.
4 copy.
Bravo team 2 heard.
Bravo. Fire team 1. Move up. 12 o'clock.
Bravo team 2 moving.
Contact.
Bravo 1 set.
12 o'clock.
Bravo team
Range
2 set.
351. Behind a rock. Just
Bravo
left
team
of
2
the
hold.
Pisces.
Copy. Alpha fire team 2, prepare to move to the left side of that 12 o'clock rock. How copy?
Copy. Fire team
Prepare
1.
to move.
Bravo.
Bravo team
Move
2
up. 12
move.
o'clock.
Alpha 1, go
Bravo
ahead and
team
move.
2 hold. Set. Bravo team 2 set.
Bravo,
Bravo
1
team.
set.
1 set.
Bravo team 2 has Bravo team 1 6.
Alpha 3 to Alpha lead.
Bravo team 2
Go.
move.
I
Bravo
have
team 2 set.
2 contacts. 12 o'clock. 3 rocks just to the left of the Pisces. 2 white ones and a black one in the middle. I have 2 contacts just in front of that rock.
What's your range?
Range 350 meters.
Copy. Do we have any cover? We can close the distance to 200 so we have effective fire.
We have a rock here to 2 o'clock from Alpha 3. Propose
From Alpha
fire
3?
team to move there.
Copy. Alpha fire team 1.
Bravo.
Alpha
Fire
1,
team
follow
1.
me. We'll stack on
Rounding
them and
12
let them
o'clock.
proceed.
Bravo team.
Alpha 1, stack on
Bravo
me.
team 2 moving.
Alpha fire team 2, prepare to bound.
Preparing.
Bravo
team
team
1
1
set.
2 set. Bravo
Bravo
team
2
2 set.
Bravo 1 set.
Ready
Alpha
to move
fire
on
team
your
2.
command.
Prepare to move. Move.
Alpha team 2 moving.
Bravo team 2 moving. Bravo team 2 hold set.
In
Incoming fire on Alpha 3.
Direction.
Bravo team.
12
Bravo
o'clock.
team, we're gonna go right here.
Alpha 3 set.
Contact 12 o'clock, 342 meters to Alpha 3's 11 o'clock position.
Oh,
Bravo
hit.
2-2,
Alpha 3
moving.
hit.
Got 3 hits.
Swing meds.
Bravo team 2, set.
Bravo team 1, move up.
Heal
Up.
each other if it's necessary.
Bravo moving.
Taking hits, 12 o'clock to Bravo team. Black Rocks.
Clear to engage. Alpha team.
Bravo 2 set, lane cover.
Alpha.
Bravo
Fire
2,
team 2,
taking
you guys hit.
hits.
Bravo 1 set.
Alpha 3's down.
Alpha 4, you got cover.
Bravo team 2, taking
Damn it,
fire.
What the fuck is going on?
Holding.
Alpha
What
1,
the
prepare
fuck?
to move.
God
Got
the
it.
Bounce
fuck
you
damn
right.
it!
Bravo
12
team
o'clock
2,
target.
back.
Alpha 1, move.
Alpha 1 moving.
Bravo team 2,
Bravo 1.
moving.
Cover fire.
Alpha 2 hit.
Get into cover Alpha 4.
Bravo team 2, set. Bravo team 2, moving. Bravo team 2, set.
Alpha 1,
Why
stand by, I'm
won't you
healing.
lay down, motherfucking fucker?
Alpha 1
Fuck!
standing by.
Alpha
Bravo
1,
team 2,
moving to you.
moving.
Lay down cover, please.
Hits.
Bravo 1 covering.
Bravo team 2,
Alright.
set.
Contact, 12 o'clock. Scoob to the right of the Black Rocks. He's
Yep, 10.
going left.
Alpha
or
1
right.
on me.
Alpha 1 on you.
Bravo team 2, moving. Bravo team 2, set.
Alpha 3 reloading.
Bravo team 1, Bravo team 2 on 6.
Alpha 4
Copy.
down cover.
Alpha
That'll be
fire
20.
team 2. You sit rep.
What's your view over there?
Alpha
Meta?
2. Laying down cover fire.
Checking out blue, view. Let's see.
Alpha 1 on me.
Trying to lay down on belly. There we go. View between rocks, Pisces if at 12 o'clock.
So we've got a contact about 2 o'clock of that. It's
Confirm.
a small white Black Rock with 3, so Black Rocks. Scooby's
Bravo.
lane cover over there. You may see tracers.
Bravo team 1, provision for Bravo team 2 to flank.
Hey,
Great.
single fire. Alpha 4.
Two.
Alpha 4, single fire. Conserve
Alpha.
ammo.
Copy.
Bravo, Alpha. You good if we flank to your right
Got a
side?
hit.
Single man fire team.
I just nailed a bogey. Saw another bogey run up behind the.
Bravo team 2 taking fire.
Alpha 1 on me. We're gonna swing to this right flank.
Alright, copy.
Alpha fire team 2. Stay
Bravo
set
team
there,
2.
provide cover fire. We're gonna flank to the right.
Alpha fire team 2 heard.
Bravo team 2. Ready.
All right.
Bravo team.
Bravo team,
Two.
fire team 1.
Bravo team 2
Wait.
moving.
All right, Scoob, let's lay down.
Bravo
some
team
cover.
2. Set.
Yep. Reloading.
Bogey run into the ships.
Moving
Got a
right.
hit on the bogey moving.
All right.
Second hit on the bogey moving.
Bravo,
Fire team.
you
You
can
have-
lay down some fire. We need to get up. Need to
Bravo
You
get up.
have the numbers
team-
advantage. Come on, press them. There is not much cover. You have to risk it. Go in the open, cover each
Alpha
other.
fire team 2. See this shot and firing, this rock I'm firing, 12 o'clock.
Heard.
Copy.
Moving.
Alright.
Alpha
prepare
team
to
2
move.
move on
Alright.
me.
Confirm.
Alpha fire team
Roger.
1, lay down cover.
Fire team. Bravo.
Fire-
Fire team 1. Cover?
Yes, Scoob. Yep.
Are we having
Alright,
Bravo
Let's see,
move
we
up
need,
or
we
what?
need to, yeah, we need to move
Bravo
here. We
two?
need to move.
Uh,
Fire team 1, Scoop. We're gonna go
Scouts
3
coming
o'clock.
on Alpha 2 or Alpha 3.
3 o'clock.
Confirm.
3 o'clock.
Bravo
right
team 2
here.
lay down covering fire.
Alpha team 2 laying down
Bravo
covering
one
fire.
moving.
Bro, if you guys can flank to the right, take that LMG, that energy LMG. Alpha will swing to the left. I'll copy.
We
Okay, hit
we
once.
are moving.
Get down!
Copy Alpha.
Fucking
Bravo team two.
be nice if the buttons
Gonna move
work
to that
once in a
rock.
motherfucking
Bravo 1
Is that
set.
rocket at 3
goddamn the
o'clock? Ready?
shitball fuck while!
Contact.
Come
Alpha
on!
two,
Team,
go.
Set.
Work!
team
Motherfucker!
two.
Lay the fuck down!
Alpha 1, prepare to move.
Hit.
Move.
Is
Bravo
there a
one
trick to
hit.
getting the lay down to move work? Because it's not working 8 times.
Bravo team 2, set.
Hit.
It's the
3 times.
terrain. You have to crouch.
Alpha 1, we're gonna go to our 12 o'clock. I'll copy.
Copy. Moving.
Our
Fuck!
team 2 taking enemy fire.
We have 1 tango down. Scoob, you got him. Don't double tap.
Bravo
Oh,
team
he's
2,
down.
ready to go, set.
He looks like he's prone.
Yeah.
I know that.
Bravo 4
Yeah,
set.
yeah. Bravo team 2,
Okay.
moving.
Bravo, cover us. Alpha's in the field.
Okay.
We've got a
He's running. Get him. He has his back to you.
Alpha 1 set.
Be nice!
Bravo team 2, set.
It would be great
Bravo team
Right.
1.
if the
Bravo team 2
motherfucking
is
thing
with you.
worked
Copy.
once
Copy.
in a while!
Bravo 4 set.
Should move.
Bravo 2. Do you see Alpha 3's fire?
Alpha Fire Team 2, you got a guy closing within 50 meters of you. 12 o'clock.
Copy.
Press him.
Taking
I'm putting
visual.
down cover.
Fire team 1, Bravo. Let's move up 12 o'clock.
Okay, confirm.
Good job. Good job. He's down. 1 tango down.
Bravo team.
Press you.
Moving.
12 o'clock. Alpha.
Taking shots.
Fire team.
Taking shots.
Bravo
Copy.
team
Bravo 2
set.
set.
Backing
Bravo
off.
Make use of
Fire
your
team
numbers.
1, moving up 12 o'clock.
God damn it! Lay down!
Bravo team 2, moving.
Bravo 2 set.
Bravo 1 set.
Bravo team 2,
Alpha 3
set.
has to heal. 1 moment.
Copy. All right, we are
Alpha Fire
to our
Team
9,
2, you got a
to our
guy
9
closing.
o'clock.
100
To our 9
meters.
o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Copy.
Alpha 3's moving.
Alpha
Bravo
1,
team,
you
we're gonna
bound
move
to
in
me.
9 o'clock.
Getting low on
9
ammo.
o'clock.
9 o'clock where Alpha team is.
Alpha 3 has 1 down. 12 o'clock.
Fire team 1, moving.
Okay. Bravo 1 moving.
Bravo team 2, moving.
How's your ammo, Alpha 1?
Alpha 3 is low on ammo.
Good, no
Alpha
problem.
3, watch your back.
Bravo 2 set.
Bravo 1 set.
Bravo 2,
Alpha 1, bound to
team
that
2
rock.
set.
12 o'clock. How copy? I got your cover.
Bravo,
12
Bravo,
o'clock.
Moving.
That dark rock.
Fire team
Moving.
2, Bravo, you can move.
Bravo team 2, moving.
Moving.
Oh.
Alpha 3 set. Contact right on Alpha 3.
Whoops.
Swing to the right. Alpha 1, swing to the right. Flank him from the right.
Alpha 4 on me.
down. Enemy down.
Is 1 left? They probably join us in a second and let us know.
Duffy, you down? Alpha 3?
The
Alpha
wind's blowing us
almost.
down.
Alpha
Watch the
3's
top of that
up.
hill.
All down. Up far.
Okay, cease fire, everybody. Cease fire. And start picking everybody up you see on the ground.
Copy.
Good fight, guys. Good fight.
Bravo team
Good-
2, moving to Bravo team 1.
Copy.
Heal everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heal
let's-
everybody.
yeah, raising the-
Get them back running.
Oops.
Bravo team 2 without Bravo 2, 1.
Copy. He's got, oh man, 2 tier 3s.
I've got 3 tier 3s.
Okay, everybody, after you revived all the people that are lying around, make your way back to the Carrack. I know it's a walk. Get into the med bay, treat your injuries and stuff, and we'll have a quick debrief on the battle. I'll go to Op4 and bring them over to our channel.
Man, I could not get my guy to lay down for the life of me. I was beating the hell out of that X button, I'll tell you.
Yeah, man, this is rocks out here.
Good job, guys, with the confusion there too. Having two whole squads on one comm channels. A little busy.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that's rough.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Right. Yeah.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Yeah, I want us to have a little talk about how this went. So please, the squad leads of Alpha and Bravo, please give a feedback what was your approach, how did you feel that worked, how was your bounding, and what went not so well, and then we'll hear from Op 4.
Copy. So for Alpha, I think we did well. Communication potentially could be a little bit more, but that just comes with time. I think overall it was effective fire. Any commands I give to the fire teams, they executed. We had good effective fire, good cover fire, good bounding movement. I got a little clouded, obviously, with two squads talking at the same time, so there was the fog of war, if you will, and I think they all did well with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And FaZe, anything to add on that?
Yeah, the same. Yeah, the two squads, same time. A little confusing, but I think I probably should have pushed up a lot further faster, but other than that, Scoop was laying down some good fire to the two guys in the rock. So once we got that under control, we were able to move up with Alpha.
Which was Alpha and which one was Bravo out of the two teams, left or right? From your perspective, who was on the left?
From our perspective, left was Alpha and Bravo's right.
Yeah, Alpha, you had a lot of open space there, so it was kind of a bit easy to to lay down fire on you guys. But yeah, once you'd taken a few of us out, yeah, my position got stormed pretty quick.
Yeah, I guess on your left was what, Alpha?
Hey, firm.
Their left, so our right.
All right, yeah.
Right. Our left,
yes.
yeah.
So you guys did a great job. Early on, you guys were kind of all over the place as you guys were approaching us, but you guys pulled in nice and tight and came up and really made great use of cover. I was really impressed by the way you guys were using the cover.
Yeah, it was open.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alpha was in a nice open area from our perspective, but you did manage to keep behind cover, and I got a few grazers. Oh God, Robin, what are you doing, man?
Good.
Yeah, he's trying to land. Sorry.
Zero. Anything to add on that?
Yeah, I mean, initially,
Jesus.
obviously, due to desync, it's hard to see things at a distance, but towards the end, when I was downed, it was essentially both teams didn't realise, but they basically flanked me perfectly from my position. I had literally an inch of rock left to cover me, and it just got completely riddled. So multiple tier 3 injuries, very nice. I was lying there dead. Somebody came over and checked my corpse just to make sure I was definitely in caps. So yeah, it was great.
And Drod?
Yeah, a lot of suppressing fire. That was great. As I was laying down fire to try to gain your attention, you gave it to me. And I also noticed that the rocks were not stopping fire. So we were having some of that issue where our cover wasn't rendering for the bullets. So I was still getting hit behind behind a rock. So yeah.
Yeah. And let me add to this. Everything I agree with most of what you said. So the beginning was a bit slow, obviously, but that is because this is the first time you're doing that in an active combat situation. But you managed to gauge where the enemies are very quickly. Once you got it rolling, you moved pretty well, used the cover, made the call-outs, mostly stuck to using your fire teams instead of yourselves moving, but that is something apparently adapted automatically and is very useful, especially if it's more like a fluent engagement. At first I thought the Bravo team was a bit slower on the engagement, which is not an issue, because when you saw that, you managed to flank around and gap the distance you had. And at the end, you used your numbers to engage them and bring Op4 in uncomfortable situations where you engage them from multiple times. So that was very nice. And Op4, splendid job, obviously. Thanks a lot. I think the next step is now that everybody except Op4 meets outside the Carrack again. We form up and we're going to have our patrol over to TPF. And Op4, please go ahead and take the bunker like we discussed earlier.
Do we have extra ammo on the ship by chance, sir?
What weapon do you use?
I brought the P4. Went through about a dozen clips.
I might be able to supply you with a bit.
We should be able to get a bunch once we get inside the bunker anyway.
Yeah,
okay,
it's Jax. I got heaps.
Yeah, no worries.
If you need some, JJ.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll manage. Okay, so everybody out of the ship once you treated your wounds and stuff. Zero, I read your message. Can Op4 mount the turrets, please, so that we can do the walk?
Port turret man.
Okay. That would be nice. So, Op4, please make your way over there, man the turrets, take them out, and we'll join you shortly. And I think once everybody is treated and is outside, we can split up into two voices again. Okay. So while we wait on the others that are still recovering from the injuries, please get ready in your squats again and get a column position facing towards the aft of the Carrack. If you look, if you all see where I am standing right now, and follow like the line of sight between the left landing gear of the Carrack, in the distance you'll see some blinking lights and a bunker. That is where we have to go. Does everybody see that?
Copy.
Yes.
Okay. So I think everyone is outside. Op4, you're ready to disembark and go into your own training voice again.
Copy that.
It's Jax. JJ,
Yes.
I can give you some ammo if you want it.
Whew.
Jack Shadow, by chance, can you spare a mag or two?
Yeah, I've got
I
heaps. I brought like 80 clips. So
I got like a dozen
Um,
left.
You have to drop your backpack, so
Oh, okay.
drop
Yep.
individual clips.
Alright,
They
I will
will
drop the
probably
backpack.
despawn instantly.
this is area 2 cluttered.
I would do it
Hang
in
on,
the
I'll
ship,
just-
not on the ground.
Yeah,
It might fall
yeah.
through.
the
Okay,
ship's
never mind.
oh.
The ship is leaving. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll do that once we're at the bunker.
We'll make it.
Um,
We'll make it.
Okay, before okay, weapons check. Before we go,
Hang on, I need 30 seconds.
you have talked about something automatically that you have to do every time you finished an engagement, and it's upon the squad lead to ask that in by your team, and that is an ACE report. An ACE. Oh, and Jetwash threw me over. Don't mind me. Okay, so ACE report is stands for A for ammunition, C for casualties, E for equipment. And for all these three categories, we have colors that describe your status. So that means green means I got, for example, ammo. I got plenty of ammo ready to go for 5 more hours of consecutive fighting, no problem. For casualties, green means no injuries, you're ready to go, everything is healed up, no problem, you're battle ready. And for equipment, that means equipment is like railguns, grenade launchers, everything that is not like standard FPS weapons. Thanks, Shadow. Very mindful.
Yes, sir.
And the next color is amber. So if you're like halfway down your max or something, you can go one more fight, maybe another one, but it's depleted already. You use amber. Casualties, amber is a tier 3 injury, or multiple tier 3s. That depends how easy they are to neglect with using medications of your med guns. And equipment like ammo, amber means you still got some, but it's depleted already. The next color is red. Red means last mag. Okay, so I can't defend myself, but that's it. Nothing more with me to. Red for casualty means you have a tier 2 injury. So that is something that will definitely impair your movement speed. You will have increased weapon sway in ADS once if you have a head injury, for example. So that is something you are not actually battle ready. You can defend yourself, but that's it. And black means none. Black is dead. So you have no bullets left, not a single mag. You have a tier 1 injury or multiple. You're almost in cap. You can move at snail speed. That's it. Equipment like ammunition, black means you're out. Okay. So Alpha, please. Alpha 2, please go ahead, do an ace report with your team.
Copy, Alpha, ace report. Alpha 1, ace.
Green, all green.
Copy, all green. Alpha 3, ace.
Alpha 3, green.
Copy, Alpha 4.
JJ?
Alpha 4. How copy, Alpha 4. I think we have an MIA or disco. Raj,
Yeah.
go for it. Alpha 2, I am amber, green.
Copy that. So if you have if everything's green, just call it all green. That's easy. Otherwise, like Shadow did, and intuitively again, you start number 1 in the team, go to 2, 3, and so forth. Okay. Bravo squad lead, please give me an ace report.
Copy.
Bravo team, ace report.
Bravo 1 green.
Bravo 2 green.
3 green.
Bravo 4 green.
Thank you, Alpha 1.
Bravo team is green.
Copy that. Perfect. Okay. We are going to patrol over to TPF. That means we know there is no engagement right now, but then nonetheless, everyone has their weapon out. You mind your spacing. You mind the distance you have to each other, and let's go.
Copy. Alpha, prepare to move.
Copy.
Bravo team 2,
Let's move.
prepare to move.
That is the best case, obviously, but for if you know you have to cover semi-large distances, and that is 2 kilometers, you can just the squad lead just calls out, okay, Alpha, let's move, Bravo, let's move, and then you stay in order. You watch the angles, like I said before, and make your way towards the location that we talked about. Okay. So squad lead, it's upon you to keep in mind the spacing. If your rear falls behind because he's watching the back all the time, you have to adjust the movement speed of your team, especially Point, who's probably running away slightly.
All right, Scoob, hold up a sec.
Copy. Alpha 1, slow down just slightly. Thank you.
You can use
Roger.
the mouse wheel to adjust your speed. And get a bit closer, and you follow me. I'll
Alright.
lead the way, hopefully.
All right, you
Okay.
can move Bravo 1.
While we move towards the facility. Apart from your own equipment, what is something that can have a significant impact on your health or your readiness for battle?
Food and water.
Hydration.
Hydration and food level.
Exactly. So there are a lot of stuff that you have influence on, and that is something, for example, your hydration and food. But other stuff you don't have any impact on it. That is, for example, the temperature. If you know you're going to like Ariel or Aberdeen or something, and know you have to do an engagement over there, your standard Morozov raccoon outfit, that won't cover it. You will have like maybe, I don't know, 15, 18 minutes or something. Your temperature will rise and you will die. That means prepping accordingly with the right gear that you need for the area of engagement is paramount. What other influences are there? Hydration and food. I really recommend you take the medical class, because you will learn stuff about food that will be new to you. Like hypertrophic food, hypometabolic stuff, immune boosting, all that is in game. It just isn't saying anywhere how it does work.
May I address the group, JJ, the group?
Go ahead, Alpha 4.
You were asking about the medical. What I did when I went in and bound myself to your carrick is I jacked myself up with Sterigin as high as it'll go. Allows you to run further before you get fatigued.
Absolutely. That is something you can do, and some do so regularly. The only downside is, if you already give yourself some medication and you get incapacitated, there's only so much your teammates can do to give you the health back, because your blood drug level will already be high. But that will be covered in the medical class.
Copy.
Okay, the other thing, oxygen. Obviously, some planets and moons have atmosphere, others breathable atmospheres, others don't. So what are the two ways to check how your oxygen state is? And your temperature, your heart rate, your food and hydration.
F1, Moby Glass.
The Moby Glass, correct? Although, if you look at me, can you see that I have the Moby Glass open?
Yes.
Yes.
You can see
Yes,
it.
confirm.
And especially in the night, that is something that is quite visible. So
Confirm.
the other way to see that information is if you press F and then right click. That is just your inner thought module, and on the bottom left corner you'll see hydration, blood drug level, food, temperature, injuries, oxygen, and etc. And that doesn't give away your position, nor do you have to put your gun away. So use that if you want to check that. Wait, what else is there that... let me
So
check
is
my
inner
notes here
thought
for a
remaining?
second.
Sorry, this is JJ the group, because I thought that was a remnant of the old inventory system, and I thought they were probably going to get rid of it.
Oh, well, that might be, but as long as we have it, that's what we use, right? But obviously, as that changes, that is going to be adjusted in the training and stuff, of course. So, the next thing, and that is basically the most important stuff, is visibility. At the moment, I mean, I did that on purpose, we are running through a canyon. I mean, that is probably the most unprotected area apart from staying on top of the mountain ridge, where you can be seen from like kilometers away. There's few cover, you can be engaged by left and right on the top mountains, and that is very unadvantageous. So every time you move, mind your environment, mind rocks, like terrain structures, mountain ridges, etc. You always want to keep your visibility as low as possible. Concealment is what brings you successfully to the actual AO, and not being detected beforehand. A lesson Delta had to learn quite hardly in last Skunworks battle. Okay, so the other thing regarding visibility is something like wind and dust that is kicked up, or snow, for example, and that can freeze up your screen. Oh no, how is it called? The visor on your helmet. So there is a semi-emote that you can use to make that clear, and that is if you press Alt-X. That makes your visor clear again. And also that gets rid of a lot of bugs that are like first-person shooter associated, like holding your weapon in a weird angle, or you can't lean to left and right.
Alpha 3
or
and 4, let's double tap for a second. Double time. Sorry, Ken.
No problem. So that is something that is always worth a try. For example, if your tractor beam teleports back into your hand every time you put it away or something, try Alt X, and that usually helps a lot. Another thing that is important while we have the time, while we walk over there, is an advantageous software, may I call it like this, that is allowed by CIG, and that is called Reshade.
I have that.
Yeah, some of you might have that already, others don't. Once you finish this class, if you have not been orange yet, you will get the orange role because you successfully managed to do your first training in here that actually gives you a role in Skunworks.
Rusty, come here!
That will give you access to something that is called the guide
Rusty, come
section
here!
in a certain channel, and you will find like a guide how to install Reshade, because it's not actually a burden on your PC, maybe a bit, but it gives you tremendous night vision. So that is something you definitely need if you're gonna be Raccoon or in the air.
Nice.
Doesn't matter, it's just useful. Any questions on environment or bugs or whatever while we're moving so far? Okay, nice. Okay, once we arrive at the bunker, we're going to switch from like an open ground or open range outside engagement to CQB. CQB stands for Close Quarter Battle, or CQC, Close Quarter Combat. And that is completely different from an outside engagement. Especially because it's dialed down motor reaction time, because the space is very close. You will have more hard cover, because there is nothing that takes forever to spawn in, or is like rocks that spawn in a certain distance or something. So hard cover like walls, etc., that will be there, but reaction time is way more important. And obviously, because it's a tight space, you're going to be way closer together than you would like to be if you're outside. Means more vulnerable to grenades or like electric weapons and stuff. So be mindful of that. There are like 3 basic rules I want you to remember if it goes about CQB, and that is always keep a visual to your buddy. A buddy is the other person of your fire team. Okay, so never be alone. Outside, that isn't recommended as well. I mean, if in a few situations in the battle we just had, someone found themselves without their fire team buddy, and that's just a bad situation. So always keep a line of sight to your direct teammate. Because if someone's getting shot at and he calls it out, but you can't verify the angle or something, that's difficult to react. And the other thing is, every time you're in a one-on-one, reaction time mostly wins. But if you have two people against one, if you have the numbers advantage, you can just trade the damage. Means the first one that is getting attacked will probably die, but his buddy can revenge him and then resuscitate the fallen teammate. So always keep line of sight. The other thing is, don't run in bunkers, because running is sometimes obviously necessary in certain situations, especially if you don't have the numbers advantage, but mostly it makes you visible instantly and very easy to shoot. So don't run. And the second is and the third basic rule is you always want to have like hard cover on one side of you, either your back or your side or something, because that is one angle you have to worry less about. Okay.
We're all gonna
So
get
the
stats, huh?
only if you actually die, and even then you should just be revived in the Carrack as it's so close, especially if nobody presses any charges. But it gives it a bit more thrill, doesn't it?
So nobody else has restricted area right now?
Everyone has that.
Yes,
we have.
yes,
Yeah.
we all have.
Yeah, I thought after like 15 minutes in here we got the low-grade felony.
Oh no.
Negative.
No.
Okay, so what is going to await you now? The scenario is there are enemies in the bunker. We know it's players, but obviously AI can spawn anytime. And you have to go inside and kill all hostiles. Basically, a standard bunker mission, but I am the mission giver right now. Please line up in your squads right in front of the entrance here. Keep a bit of space to it. Okay, so you know how to group up, like to have your buddy always close, and the next part is cornering. That is basically the most important part about taking a bunker. That means if you're outside and you have a rock formation, that is not a sharp edge you have to take. So you can change your distance to the rock, and by that create a different angle on the person that might hide behind it. That doesn't work so well with like doors, for example, like the one we're seeing right in front of us. Okay, so if you want to clear or breach a bunker or a door or whatever, that two things. First, if you have your team with you, that is the best thing. That means the first person that goes through always has to crouch. So if there is someone behind the door, you and the second behind you can shoot at the same time, and don't shoot yourself. Don't shoot your teammate in back. The second is you have to, especially if you can only go through one by one, you have to make sure that you cover all possibilities while moving in. That means you want to move your muzzle from one side to the other. Okay, let me show you what I mean. I'm approaching the door, and now I can already see inside. Obviously, light differences and stuff might be that there is a shadow and nobody can see it. But breaching doesn't start here or here. It starts way back when you can first see the entrance of what is behind that door. In a ship, that might be way closer, of course, but from here, I already can see what is behind it. So I choose an angle where I can see the most, the most on the opposite side of what I'm engaging. Because right now, I can see what is in line of sight, but I can't see what is right behind that door thingy on the right side. And on the left side is unclear either. So what I do is I approach this side. I want to hug the wall over here, and this I have to pay attention already, because over there where I'm shining my light could be like standing someone, but now it's not because I can see it. So the way I want you to corner is, first of all, crouched. Then you can see in front of you, and you want to open the angle to the room inside step by step. Okay, not like this, because then you have your back towards the entry on the other side of the door, and that person can just shoot you. That means what I'm looking at is clear. Okay, I can't lean right now. Can I now? No, I can't. Okay, in a perfect world, I would lean to the right now, and I would slowly move around while opening up the angle. And everything on the right side, I have checked, because I have looked there, so I have to assume it's safe. So I can start walking there and check the corner even further until I can see right behind the door. Okay, so now this entry has been made and it's clear because I swept is probably the right word, from the right to left and could see everything in this room right behind the door. Obviously, if the enemies are like running between each other and like super quickly, then that is more difficult to assume there is a safe space at some point in this room. But this is what I want you to approach. And then once you did this, you focus on the next door. Okay? Any questions to that? Perfect. Okay, I want you to quickly, 2 minutes, think about, especially the squad leads, but also with input of your team, how you want to breach this. The battle will start once you leave the elevator on the bottom. Okay, so you go down. Once you leave, that's the moment you can be engaged. Be advised, you're a big group for a very tight space, so you will clutter together. But the most important thing is stick to your buddies and make sure that every one of the team covers a different angle, and then you should be able to get everyone and don't get overrun or something.
Watch our cross.
Okay. Exactly. Next. I wanted to wait for that until you actually walk into that, because that is a big issue, guys. If muzzle crossing is like the worst thing you can do in real life, because if you're quickly and your teammate is trying to shoot something, you're just getting tapped in the head and that's it. So watch your line of fire and always think of an extension of your muzzle, and that is something that people should not cross. So if you have two teams advancing, like one left, one right, and someone decides, okay, Bravo team, go right, Alpha go left, always make sure you don't cross each other. And if you do so, call it out. Okay, so Alpha 2 crossing other team or crossing muzzle or whatever, just call it out so other people are advised, especially if they're scoping down. Sometimes that's hard to see. Okay, so move into the elevator, make your plan for 2 minutes while I'll talk to Op4 and I'll be right back with you.
It's Jax. For those who need ammo, I'll put my backpack down just on the inside of in this room.
So most of you guys have probably done bunkers, I'm sure, plenty. So we're kind of have the advantage of familiarity with the map. If you guys just want to maintain, right? So we'll just stick Alpha on the left side, however the flow of the map is going to be. And if Bravo wants to head to the right, and then obviously watch our corners, we'll peek at the right. In the event that there's a hard corner, you guys can call it, and we'll check that side. Otherwise, we'll focus left. And likewise for you guys. Any suggestions or additional information?
Alpha 3 questions. So if are we just doing the first floor first and then moving up as a team to the second floor, or vice versa, or?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, it may go down or it may go up. Most likely down. So if that's the case, if you guys are okay with it, Alpha will just take the initial. If we get to a narrow point, a squeeze or a bottleneck, Alpha will proceed first. Bravo will fill in trail. How does that sound?
How about Alpha takes the second floor, Bravo stays first floor? If we're going in first, we'll be ahead of them. That way we don't hit a bottleneck? No?
Assuming that if that's the case, that's fine. We can kind of readjust, assuming we meet the stairwell first, because we don't want to just barrel in with Bravo in trail. If it's an open square, they can head to the right and we can head to the left. Once we reach that narrow corridor where we're going up or down steps, then we'll feed in first.
Roger.
Bravo in here. Just a reminder, checking the opening in the roof. If this is one that starts on the bottom, if it starts on the top, then that'll give us an advantage.
This is it. Have you made up a strategy and stuff?
Affirm.
Nice. Okay, then I'm in. We can start. And the moment you leave the elevator downstairs, we're a go.
So, Alpha, you're moving in first, correct?
Affirm. We'll feed first. Once the room opens up, Alpha will branch left. Bravo will branch right. Once we meet at the narrow corridor, i.e. stairwell, steps, whatever the case may be, Alpha will feed in first, then we'll proceed to branch from there.
You can revive each other, everything. Just give them hell and make it difficult for them.
Yeah. Remember, we don't have to rush, you guys.
Exactly.
Yep.
Check the
Slow and steady.
corners. That's
Enjoy
it. Keep
it.
a head on the swivel and fill the gaps. Like I heard in a TV show I just started. Okay, let's go.
Fill the gap. That's our motto. Fill the gap.
All right.
Fill the gap.
Death kill.
Okay, I'm pressing the button now, as nobody is. Don't shoot me, please.
Is that why you're wearing the white uniform? It's a ref.
Yeah.
He's the ref.
Don't shoot the zebra.
Correct.
All right, Alpha, prepare to move. On you, Alpha 1.
Alpha 1 moving.
2, moving.
3 moving.
4 moving.
Bravo 1, start moving.
Bravo 1 moving.
Bravo 2 moving.
Bravo 3 moving.
Bravo 4 moving.
I don't want to see any lights or lasers or stuff. Don't give away your position too easily.
Incoming fire. 12 o'clock.
2 set.
Alpha 1, no eyes.
1 proceed to the box at
Incoming
12
fire
o'clock.
from the side there.
One, I got your cover. Go ahead and proceed to 12 o'clock.
Move, Alpha 1 moving.
Bravo
Who's
4,
got-
be advised. The lift is going up.
2 set.
Oh, interesting.
3 moving.
Hope nobody took the bunker.
4 moving.
3 set.
Watch your back. We, if someone comes, we kill them. We get crime sets. That's not
Alpha
problem.
1, you have one to the left there.
Alpha 1, hold here. Bravo, move up to the right.
Bravo 1,
Bravo.
move to the box in front.
Oh, Alpha Bravo 1 moving.
Bravo
Bravo
2,
two
think in
moving.
your rear behind the plate.
Bravo 4, lift us back.
Bravo 2,
1 down.
moving.
Bravo
Oh,
4 hit.
1 in contact. Down.
Alpha 4 laying down some cover. I'm getting shot from above. I can't tell where.
Alpha 3 down 1 to the left of that fire.
1 bound to my left.
Bravo 2 moving.
1 bounding.
Bravo 4 hit
Alpha 3 moving.
at the lift.
12 o'clock. Shadows 12 o'clock.
Bravo 1
Alpha
moving.
3 set.
1, it'll be to your right there. Yep.
Bravo 2 moving.
You have
Alright.
to kill
Mid
all of
cap.
them.
Tango's down.
Bravo. Bravo 1, start heading to the right.
Bravo 1 moving.
Bravo 2 moving to the box.
Bravo 2 moving.
Watch down. Watch down. We got a 12 o'clock low. Down. Tango down. I'm hit.
Bravo 2 moving.
Elevator's clear.
Stand by 1.
Bravo 3
Alpha
and
2,
4,
I
you
can
can
heal you.
move down to the right.
Alpha 3 and Alpha 2's healing you.
Bravo 1, hold up.
Bravo 4 is
Thank you,
down.
sir.
Bravo 1
I'm
hold
down
on.
at the lift.
Bravo 3 and 4, you can come down and head to the right.
Bravo 2 moving. Moving to the right.
Alpha 1, go ahead and move. 2's set.
Alpha 1 moving.
Bravo 1, let's go ahead.
Bravo 2 is stunned for some reason.
Yeah, I saw it.
Nice.
I don't know
I
what
see.
happened there.
I clipped to the wall or something. The wall attacked me.
Yeah,
I got
Alpha 4 is
I got
down
featured.
as well.
Okay.
Oh, Alpha 3 is down as well. Stunned.
Alpha 1 hold. Alpha 1
Alpha
hold.
4 got knocked unconscious
Bravo.
by someone in.
So
Bravo
did
4,
I.
I'm down.
I just got stunned. Alpha 2's down.
Stunned.
Okay.
Alpha 3's back up.
Alpha 2 stunned.
Alpha 4's up. He's in pink.
Oh.
He's dead ahead.
2's
Making
up.
his way back across the middle. He's coming around the middle.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Alpha 1, I'm stunned.
Dragon.
I'm stunned.
Can't see
Bravo.
anything.
Please leave dead up for where they are. Just
Okay. No medic action. Okay.
no for
Two
up
pinks
for no.
across.
They,
There he is.
Alpha 1, I'm good.
Copy.
Bravo 4, I'm back.
Bravo 1's back.
Bravo
Elevator's
2,
clear.
moving.
2's down on weapons, stand by.
Alpha 4
3
took down
cover.
a pink person.
Yeah, Alpha 3's
Why-
got Alpha 2 covered.
don't stun me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to hit this guy in the cat outfit who's trying to stun me. This
Bravo
one.
4
Yep,
moving back.
He got me. He
Moving
got
up.
me. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
1, 2, go ahead and move.
Bravo 2, moving.
To my 12.
He was running in circles around you. I couldn't help it.
Bravo. Is there an invisible player? Because I'm clipped into the wall again and stunned.
That might be just Star Citizen does Star Citizen things, so deal with
Yeah.
it.
Jazz, be advised, Bravo Team 3, that,
1,
I
2.
don't know.
Prepare to
I'm a little
move.
bit. Bravo Team. Bravo
Watch
3
your
is
right, I'll move
compromised.
to the left. How copy?
Alpha
Stand by,
1.
stand by 1. Stand by 1. Hold.
I'm stunned again.
Yeah, we've got somebody invisible here.
Yeah, there's somebody invisible
He's
here.
not invisible.
Yeah.
He's in pink. I already
No,
knocked
we
him
can't
out.
see him.
I don't
I
see
have-
him.
Coma
I see
has
nobody.
pink lights on them. Don't attack
Alpha,
me.
Alpha 2, Alpha 3's at your back.
Yep. Bravo,
Bravo 4's back.
Tango, 12 o'clock.
Bravo 3 is back up.
Alright. Bravo
Stay away
team
from the
start-
walls.
Copy.
Be advised.
Left, left, left.
Bravo
Left,
1,
left, left,
I'm
left,
gonna go
left,
move
left,
down.
engage.
Down. Contact down. I've been stunned. Alpha 2 or Alpha 3 stunned.
Copy. He's off to the right
One's
in
in
the
capped.
elevator area.
Bravo Team 2, moving.
Bravo 1's
2's in kept.
Tango's still up. Tango's still up.
Bravo Team 2.
Alpha 1
Set.
down.
I don't know what's happening.
Tango down. Tango down.
Bravo 4 set.
Tango, 11 o'clock at the
And
bottom
there's
of the
another one,
stairs.
Alpha 4 down.
Tango at 11 o'clock is down.
Bravo Team
Tango
2
down.
moving.
Can I pick Alpha 4
Bravo 4
up?
set.
Thank you, Face.
Alpha 3 is picking Alpha 4 up.
I got it. You get back in the fight.
Roger.
Alright, Scoob, pull out the
Alpha
weapon.
4's up.
Go ahead and cover this. Alright. Bravo 1,
Roger.
move up and hug the right. But don't get too close to the wall. Got ninjas.
Yeah, ninjas hide everywhere.
Contact rear.
Contact rear.
Oh shit! Where'd my gun go?
Who? Contact for who?
Jax, are you shooting at
Bravo
Coma?
4. No.
Okay. Call out who you are and what is rear.
Bravo 4. Rear at the above this at the top of the stairwell.
Up 4 or all down?
Scoop. Bravo 1,
Bravo.
hold your
around
push.
the corner at the bottom.
Bravo 4, is that Coma?
Coma is
negative.
with the
Negative.
lights.
Confirm.
Behind
Is it-
Coma.
Hang on, I need
Okay,
that gun.
confirm.
I lost. Oh shit! Can I grab that from you?
Alpha 1,
Somehow
are you
I
down?
dropped
Here,
mine.
sorry.
Alpha
I
1,
dropped mine as well,
down.
evidently, when I
Oh,
pulled back
Bravo
on that.
Team 1 and 2, be
No.
advised, you have enemy at Bravo 6 at stairs.
Copy.
Oh, there it is. I
We
found
are
it.
forming up on Fire Team 2.
Alpha 4.
So stairs at 12. I believe target is Bravo 4 believes target is at 2 o'clock in the corner.
Okay, Op 4 is all down. We are all down.
Okay,
Nice.
nice. Good
Okay.
job,
Two of them
everybody.
right
Then.
here. One's right there. So only missing one.
Okay, pick everybody up, please. And
Copy.
Op 4, please. Arch, please call the others to join us so
Will
we
do.
can do the feedback round.
let it know.
Yeah, thank you.
Problem?
Oh, you got
Good job, guys.
Yeah, that was Harry toward the end at the bottom of the stairs. Bit of a choke point, but that was fun.
That's awesome.
I've never been knocked out from a wall like that before, though. That was weird.
Yeah, there were suggestions that one was invisible,
Yeah.
but that might happen from time to time. Okay, good job, everybody. If you see some immediate nice loot, you definitely can't go without. Take it now. Otherwise, make your way back to the elevator, please. And then I would like to get, first of all, an ACE report by Alpha and Bravo.
Copy. Alpha 1, Ace.
Green. I don't remember the other color.
Amber.
Amber and green.
Copy. Alpha 2 is green. Amber, green. Alpha 3 report.
Alpha 3, green, green, and green.
Copy. Alpha 4 report.
I forgot what the greens mean, but I'm all good.
Copy.
Okay, all green then.
Bravo,
Bravo
team,
1's
Ace
all green.
report. Bravo 2, all green.
Bravo 3, all green.
Bravo 4 all green.
Nice. Is everybody on the elevator? Up for as well? Ew, gross helmet. Your eye is poking out.
Nah, it's fine. It's just a flesh wound.
That looks
sure that's an eye.
contagious. Let me walk over here, please.
Too bad
not
it's not
sure
a
that's an
color
eye.
for paranoid.
Okay, then let's go up. Okay, squad leads, please tell me what was your approach. What was your tactic, your idea? What went well, what didn't?
So for Alpha and overall for the group, I think we moved well. Obviously, the Invisible Man caused some chaos, whatever was going on there. But I think we still retained security and awareness. We did lose, I think, some track where we got attacked from the rear or contact from the rear. But that got closed down pretty quick, it seemed. And I think other than that, there were a few instances, I know when we pushed the choke point, like Op4 mentioned, there was a lot going on behind us, so I think a lot of the focus was what was going on behind us when we moved up. But luckily, I think we still secured the situation pretty quick.
Yeah, nice. And FaZe, what is your take?
Looked pretty good. I mean, we were moving a little slow to the right, but yeah, our Bravo 1 got knocked out and kind of held us up there a bit. Didn't know exactly what happened there. But then after he got up, we started moving down the stairs, and then that's when Bravo 4 called out and someone from the rear. That was good stuff.
Thank you. Op4, would you please give us feedback?
Yeah, I mean, whoever shot me first from down on the balcony through the railings, well done, because a lot of the time people ignore the railings, not figuring out that you can shoot up. So the fact that someone shot down and got me when I was looking out for you, nice one.
Yeah, that was really quite impressive. They could have got two of us. I literally narrowly I saw that person as they shot you, and they could have quite easily got me, but I was moving. So I would say the next section was the approach down the stairs. It was very cautious, and I think we got forewarning of it because you appeared to be tractoring one of our friends. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Bravo team 3 felt that I needed to move the enemy back out of the way from the enemy.
The downside to that was I could see his marker because he's in my party, so I was like, oh, they're approaching down the stairs, which is why I just lit rip with the FS9 as soon as you hit the bottom of the stairs. But you got me. But that was I wasted about 240 rounds at the bottom of those stairs.
Yeah. It seemed like you guys at the start hesitated at the front of the as you were coming in a little bit when you first started receiving fire. Maybe that was just my perspective of things, but you took things cautious at the beginning, which is probably smart.
I started outside the bunker, waited for you guys to go down the elevator, and then I brought the elevator back up. I got on the elevator, and then somebody activated to bring it back down.
Yeah,
so
that
then I'm
was
like,
cool,
okay. So then I started using the lightning pistol just to tag people, and I wasn't getting any return fire. So then I switched to just knocking people out. So that's what I was doing. I was just running around knocking everybody that I could find out.
Yeah, you got all alpha
And then
right in a row.
Invisible man.
He is probably our ghost.
Yeah,
Boogeyman.
because Jax, I just got knocked out. I just didn't even see you. I was looking at the elevator for most of that, the beginning part of the battle. I did not see you at all. I just got knocked out.
Well, be aware, some enemies will have cloaking device.
That's definitely something I'm going to add next time.
Bloody Romulans.
But
I
I
want
mean,
one of those.
that can just happen, obviously. By the way, everybody's in the Carrack, then we should be ready to go back to Crew 1, please. I can't close the door because we're not in the party.
Okay. I'll,
Look, so everybody G-safe, please, and then we go back.
Closing ramp.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I have a few things to say as well. So, first of all, the approach, cautious and more slowly than rushing in, very good. That is just what we talked about earlier. You checked your angles. You were cluttered a lot, but that's just how close quarters are if you have like a bunch of people. So that is definitely something to worry about, because if you go a real PvP scenario, grenades and grenade launches are frequently used. So that would be a situation where you would definitely suffer casualties. Otherwise, like the advanced tactics was rather good. I think you thought more of like, okay, Alpha team moves left side, Bravo team moves right side, like in those kind of units. That is great, because it can get really micromanagey if you try to say, okay, Alpha 1 move there, Alpha 2 move there, then Bravo 3 cross over there with Bravo 4 or something. That gets really confusing very fast. So that was a valid approach in my opinion. A bit slow and a bit separated. Your team that was facing rear, I think that was a part of Bravo, was facing the invisible guy, but mostly alone. I mean, I think it were 2 people that were covering the rear and I was jumping around. So, like, slightly spread out, that could have been improved, but otherwise, great engagement. Very good job, everybody. And obviously, like invisible stuff, that can happen. It's just the game that you glitch out if you're on a Carrack or something and suddenly you're invisible. When you're going to do the 0G training, that will happen quite some time if you use the Carrack. But you reacted really well to that. You called out that you were taken down by a wall or something and you don't know what happened. And it took some time until you managed to react to that, but like efficiently react to that by being a threat again against the invisible guy. But you called it out and communication was great overall. So good job on that. Any additions or any notes to the fight, or like the close quarter one and the open one, that you would like to air now?
Alpha 3 with a question. So, if we run out of ammo in the middle of a fight, what would we do? Because in that open air engagement, I ran out of ammo and almost all my guns, and I was taking so much fire that I almost ran out of med pens. So, it's like, obviously we would let our teammates know that, but if I've got spare mags and stuff in my backpack, I also don't want to be out of the fight rearming.
Mm-hmm.
So,
good question, and that will happen a lot, obviously, especially if the fights are a bit longer. First, it always is a good solution to bring a core armor that is heavy because that brings like a lot of slots compared to how is it called, the MKX core from Oracle, whatever that is. So like 30% ones have less slots for magazines, Morozov, and the other 40% heavy ones have way more. Second, if you run out of the ones you have equipped, or they bug out and just give you like one bullet left or something and you can't exchange it, no problem. Get into cover, let your teammates know that you have to manage some, that you have to do some inventory stuff. As long as you're in cover, it's better to invest like 30 seconds to drag around some magazines real quick and then be very operative again, instead of having to watch every single bullet you're going to shoot. Just let your teammates know, and that should be fine. Is that what you wanted to hear, or?
Yes. Yeah, that
Okay.
definitely answers the question. Thank you.
No problem. Okay,
I just grabbed a gun
we
off the
almost.
ground.
Come again, please.
Somehow, when I got knocked out, my gun flew out of my hand, so I just grabbed another gun off the ground, whatever it is.
Yeah, just take everything that you can find. Usually, if you're engaging against in a combined arms operation, you probably will have something like a railgun on your back and a sniper rifle. So you're pretty limited if it goes to close quarters. So having a sidearm with you, like an arc-light pistol that has 30 rounds, is a very good extra to your weapon loadout. I mean, it's just a pistol, but it can help very good. So that is something to keep in mind as well.
That's why you
Okay.
recommended the arc light. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
okay,
but my
so
Coda is so much more powerful. Why would he want us to use the newbie gun?
exactly, but 30 rounds is just a lot. Yeah, and I definitely encourage you, once you have taken the 0G course as well, and you have the chance to participate in the Whetstone 205, I think. Definitely try out pistols as well, because that is just like weapons training, 1v1s, and again and again and again, until you feel comfortable what you do and you check different weapons and stuff. That is a very good training session.
Scooby-Doo's got a question here.
Go on.
About pistols. So, do we have to use this arc light, or can we use a Coda?
You can use whatever you feel comfortable with. Obviously, doesn't help if you bring a weapon with you that you can't really use, or you're bad aiming with it, whatever. So bring what you want. I just say that an arc light and the 30 rounds can be very beneficial.
Okay.
Otherwise,
for suppressing fire as well, and if people take damage, they're more likely to hit the deck, even if it's minor damage.
Yeah. Okay, as this is the end of the session, sorry that we're taking a bit longer. So we're going back to Cruel 1 right now. We should arrive any second. I want you to line up in front of the yellow arrival sign in the hangar. And then we're going to take a picture for the successful participation in this Raccoon class. And then we're ready. The only thing you have to do after is reset your regeneration point at Cruel 1, otherwise you will log in the next time at your primary residence, and I don't recommend that. Okay, but first, two finishing things. One is, what else is there for you to participate in? I've mentioned that already during the course, and that is the 0G. That is the other 100 series training that you have to do before you can advance to the 200 series. So do that, it's a lot of fun. Then you have like four current 200 series classes. Those are Commoray, King of the Hill, Whetstone, and the medical class. Medical I mentioned already, and the others are very useful to go to, so always keep an eye on the training schedule for when they pop up. The other thing is, now, for those who haven't participated in any other trainings, you now are official member of Skunworks. Congratulations. That means once I updated all the roles, that will take a bit. you're going to be able to see the orange channels, and I'll definitely recommend every one of you that, or some of you have already, to check out the task forces. If you scroll down a bit, or up, where is it? The section above the academy, the yellow task forces. Go ahead, check the Alpha to Foxtrot out. Go in there, check their training dates and stuff, and that is definitely something that enhances your experience by a lot if you participate in the trainings and operations that they do. It's a lot of fun. You make a lot of friends, and yeah, that's just what I can recommend you.
And meet with them. I was going to say, meet with them because different task forces have different personalities to them too. So you can find a place that you fit.
Absolutely, that is correct. It's not just the different time zones and stuff, but for example, Alpha is a bit more strict, means that you'll most likely have to stick to a certain role that you... Oh, I'm hearing myself double. Hello? Okay.
Oops.
So they are a bit more strict, so if you want to be a raccoon, you mostly will be a raccoon, while others let you change around it more fluently, and you'll just have to check them out. Contact the commanders if you have questions, and yeah, that is definitely a good thing to do. Let me check if I successfully managed to take a picture of you guys.
Sorry about running across the line there. I was in third person view and didn't realize I was hitting a button.
All good, no problem.
Rusty, no!
Just a second. Okay, looks good. I got the picture. Now for the end, I want every one of you, Opfor doesn't have to obviously, to say something that you took away, that you learned new, or that you want to focus on more in the future based on the experience you made in this training. We go from left to right. So, Jax, please go ahead.
Thank goodness.
Making sure I'm not muted. Yep. Look, for me, it was really enjoyable, and I really want to thank everybody for being able to participate and have so much fun during it. I think for me, in that moment of the contact at the end where I saw the Op4, I think, move past, maybe they've been revived. I think being able to communicate clearly under fire, or not really under fire, but under pressure, for me is the thing I really want to work on and take away.
Yeah, that is definitely a good thing to work on, because I get sweaty as well, and then I'm not focused at the point. So definitely get calm and relaxed. That is a good thing. Okay, Metamorph, what about you?
For the most part, first off, I just want to say thank you for the class as well, and everybody else here. For the most part, I think that finding the appropriate pacing, and also agree with Jax here about finding the time to communicate. I felt a couple times there could have been a moment where the team could have checked in as a whole, which would have been, even though there was a time frame of flowing forward. And so just finding moments for a team to recollect. And then I think just it's great to use a lot of these techniques to be an accountable member of a task force. And I think with more practice and drills, and now with this cert accomplished, I look forward to being involved in more events to get better and better at this role. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks to you, and good points. And obviously, everyone has to work on communications. That is something that gets dialed down once you play more regularly with a certain group, and that, as you say, comes with the task force. So, nice. Shadow, what about you?
I can definitely say, obviously, in open terrain, communication is key. It's always key, no matter what role you fill. We'll get better at that as time goes on. Just remember, practice makes perfect. So whether you're in a task force or not, just please ensure you're participating with your teammates. Because it's one thing to even do training; it's another to train with the people you're going to be with the majority of the time in Skunworks. I would say CQB is probably everything accelerates into CQB. So everything that you do in the open goes at twice the speed. So I think CQB is what I'm interested to get better at. And then I would also, again, like to extend my thanks, especially to Op4. Thank you for giving us a good challenge. And thank you, Koma, for good instruction. Appreciate it.
God damn it.
Thank you. Yeah, very, very good points, definitely. And this situation, big thanks for Op4 for sticking with me so long, even though we're over time. Not so much as I thought we would be, but I think that is okay like this. And thanks for the nice effort. Okay, so who's next? Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I learned how y'all communicate and how y'all do what you're gonna do, like how the teams are all set up and everything like that. I thought that was fascinating, and I could definitely see how it all could come together.
Nice. FaZe?
Yeah, the communications, obviously I could improve on that. But I do like learning how each role does communicate, so that is nice to know. And yeah, thank you for the class. That was actually really fun. Yeah, work on that CQB stuff. That was kind of hectic, but it was fun.
Yeah, gotcha. And usually if you go do bunkers alone, it's more like, okay, I run around and gun them all down quickly. But against players, it's just a very different experience. So if you get a group going, that is a nice thing to train about. Okay, Duffy, what's your experience? What did you learn? What went well?
So I think for me, like I usually play solo, so this is a really awesome experience to actually play with other people, like cooperatively. So that's something I'm gonna have to get used to and get better at. I think that more focused is I want to be a little bit more tactical about like the way I move and like what I'm saying and just the communication aspect, as a lot of other people have said. But yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity and to finally do something that I've seen on YouTube. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, thanks.
Isn't that why most of us are here? Because of Katie's videos?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Having a nice group to work with and stuff, that is just great. That is definitely what makes Star Citizen the best game like at the moment I can find. So
For sure.
Yeah. Vega, please go ahead and give your opinion.
Yeah, so thank you very much for this class, of course. And for me, it's all about, for the most part, about communication. As I'm really not fluent in English, and especially to understand, and as there were so many voices and different calls, it made the thing really difficult for me. I just want to thank you, a special thanks to Shadow, who kind of micromanaged me. So I was finally able to understand better the more it was going, but mostly because of him. So really thank you about that. I was taking point, so couldn't really follow people, and so I think it went not too bad. So thank you, really, Shadow.
Yeah, brother, good job.
And so for me, I find very interesting the way you the formation works, and so I learned a lot about this. So team, the squad, and then fire team 1, 2. So it makes total sense, and I think it works really well. And it's kind of surprising because we don't know each other, and it just works like that. So we did a good job, I think. So thank you all, everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it takes a bit of time to get into how that is supposed to work, and it feels kind of static at the beginning. But you adapted that perfectly, and then got rolling with it even more, especially at the end of the outside combat. And then, okay, CQB is different in that kind of movement. But yeah, everyone, well done. JJ, last but not least.
Right on. I got to give you guys props putting this program together. You guys had an awesome presentation. It was really well organized. You timed it perfectly, so you didn't run out of things to tell us on the walk there. You know, everything just seemed to work out almost like it was scripted in a movie or something. So props to you and your team, because that was really fantastic. And same to our squad leaders, or Shadow and who was the other one?
Face.
Yeah, you guys did great jobs. You guys did really good. Took to it like fish to water. That was awesome. I've been in the game for like 3 years as a backer and pretty steady, and this is kind of what I've been looking for. I'm in several other companies as affiliates and whatnot, and I've been in here for a while and played casually with you guys, but I love the organization and the training and the whole bit. You know, obviously, like you said, we're all drawn in by the videos, but it's good to pull back the curtain and be part of the mechanics, like Vega was saying. So that was pretty awesome. I'm really looking forward to this.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate all the feedback and that you had a great time and learned a lot. Yeah, thanks for joining Raccoon 102. That's it. Congrats, everybody, to get now the Raccoon Soldier role. It's going to take me a bit to walk through that, to assign you the roles and stuff. So please be patient with me. And yeah,
don't one more question for you.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
When is that 0G course going to be going on? Is there any way to set that one up for the weekend, or?
Well, that is very hard to say. We have like a handful of Raccoon instructors, and only a few are able to teach that class. That means you just have to keep looking at the training schedule. Just change the settings so you get a notification or something every time something new pops up, so you actually can be on time to apply to them. Just keep eyes open and get yourself like flowing into task forces and stuff, and just join when you see them. Sadly, I can't tell you an exact schedule when the next one will be up, but keep an eye open.
They're not too bad. It's worst case you wait is probably like 2 weeks, is my experience so far, for any particular class to pop up.
Yeah, I mean, we're all doing
has
this.
Been disruptive as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, everyone is just doing that in their free time and has IRL obligations and stuff. So sometimes it goes quicker, and sometimes the span in between the trainings is a bit longer. So have patience with that, and yeah, keep an eye on the schedule. Now, everybody, go back to the hospital and reset your spawn so you don't go back to your primary residence.
Right.
And who's this drunk guy in his nice outfit?
He's
That's
been changing
me.
clothes the whole time we've been talking. He's been flipping outfits.
Well, you know, I figured that was my first op for, so I might as well have a few drugs. My character is incredibly high.
Love it.
If you haven't taken the medical training, you should. That's a blast of a course. That's
The 206 medical every Monday is great. I would highly recommend it to everybody. Seriously.
Absolutely.
Because I